What's up, guys, and welcome back to Thena's Garage. In today's video, we're going to be putting a chain on the 400EX. Let's get right into it. This is the chain I picked up. It is an actual X-ring chain. Now, hopefully I got the right size. It came with this little lubricant, which is kind of nice. This is a niche brand. I don't know if I've ever used niche brand chain before, but I mean, we're going to test it out here with the 400s over here. And I think this should be a pretty simple process because I'm just going to throw the chain up here, measure it, and then I'm sure I'm gonna have to cut some links. So I'll have to grind off some of the pins on here and then pop the pin out and then put the master cylinder. So let's see how this works. This is an X-ring chain, and they do give us 3 new, whatever these are called, master links here. So that's kind of nice. Actually, this thing's pretty greasy. I'm gonna go get some gloves. Here's our chain. I mean, it looks pretty good. I guess as much as a chain, as good as a chain could look. Let's see if we can get it through here. Now, I'm not entirely sure if there's a specific way these should go. This should be in neutral, yeah. So we'll bring it around this front sprocket here. And it should go under the swing arm. Okay, now back over here, we should be able to pull it like this. Yeah, we'll definitely have to cut this chain, which that's fine. I figured we would have to. I don't know either. I need to loosen my swing arm or my carrier back here and put it in the correct position. Now, I don't know which way that is, so I'm gonna have to try to figure that out because there's these little notches here, and I don't know if up is tighter or down is tighter. Let me see if I can figure that out. Now, I may be wrong, but from what I'm understanding, there's a little mark right here and these holes. Because your carrier is kind of like lobed, you want the skinniest side towards the motor. So you want your axle here closest back here because it pulls your axle this way, and as you twist this carrier up, it will tighten your chain because you want this the tightest possible before you cut this chain. And that way you can tighten it back by pulling up or going down. You could do it either way, I think, because I think if you go up like this all the way like that, is that fat? No, that's the heaviest. So you definitely want this mark right there. So I'm going to leave it on that mark, this hole. Then basically what we're going to do is get our chain nice and tight. Let's pull it out a little bit like that. And now we need this link cut, if I'm correct. So I think what I'm gonna do is go get a marker, color that, so I know that's what link I need to cut. I'm gonna double check on this too before I cut it, because once you cut it, it's cut. And I don't wanna have to undo it again or redo a chain or something. So you can use those little chain press tools, but I don't have one, so a grinder it is. If I've done this correctly and measured correctly, this bit of chain from here on is basically trash. I won't need it. And you want to make sure you cut this side of the link because you want the skinny inner portion because it matches up with this end for your master link. So I'm going to take my grinder and I'm going to grind this little rivet flat on this link. Then I'm going to pound it out with a screwdriver or punch or something. I'll find something. So let me grind this off and I'll bring you back. I've ground that link off, and you basically grind until you can't see one of these little nubs there. And I'm going to try and tap that out with a hammer. It should come out. Should. It is not. Gotta try something else. A lot of pounding later, and it's off. So hopefully we got this thing the correct length, because that kind of sucked. So let me bring it over back to the four-wheeler and put it up, and then we can see how well it fits. So we got lucky and cut it exactly, I guess not lucky because I measured it, but there are the two links right there, two opposite ones. Our master link is right here. So we can open up this master link and get this side on. We have two X rings that need to go on like this. If you can get them on here, like that. You have two more. Actually, I think they might need to go this way. It'd probably be easier in the future taking off this master link. Two more, 1 and 2. Like that. And then this thing here, our cover plate, needs to go on. Then we got to put this keeper on. So I can't remember, it should only go on one way, so I'm going to have to double check which way that is. And I'm going to have to squeeze these with some pliers to really get them on there so I can set this on here. From what I read, it says the closed end needs to go in the direction the chain is going to be moving. So obviously roll the folder forward, the chain goes that way, so it needs to be facing that way. And all you do for this is literally just set it on one side here, and then the best way I found is to just get some pliers and kind of pinch it if you can get to it. Like that. There we go. It's on. Master link is on. Chain is on. That should be it. I can finally take this thing for a ride. It's first ride. Hey, I've tightened the carrier bolts back up. I just got them snug. And then before I did that, I did take the carrier and twist it just a touch to tighten this chain up a little bit. So it was a little loose, but now it's kind of tight. I don't know the exact specs. I'll look them up here in a minute, but I'm too excited. I just want to go take this thing for the very first ride. All right, I got this thing started. It's super loud, so I'm not sure what you guys will hear, but I'm gonna go ahead and ride it and put it around the neighborhood real fast. All right, guys, I'm back from the ride. Chain is still tight. I don't know how tight you want it to be. You definitely want a little bit of play on it because when you sit down on the four-wheeler, the chain will tighten up, but it's fast. I forgot how fast 400s were. I'm pretty excited. I was pretty happy to go. It's so cold out today though. It was kind of miserable riding, but it is exciting having this thing going again. I have so much planned for this, at least in my head, and stuff that I want to do, but that's how you put a chain on a 400EX. So if you guys want to help me out, consider using the links down in the description below. This chain I got, it's an X-ring chain from Niche. I think it was like 35 bucks, so not too bad of a deal, in my opinion. So, and consider subscribing if you want to see some more stuff with this 400. And I have 2 surprises right there I got in the other day. So, thank you guys for watching, and that's going to be the end of this one. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you have any tips, tricks, anything like that, let me know that too. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.